Despite all warnings, Boris Johnson's plan to change the EU Brexit deal continued to run through Parliament. The opposition finds unflattering words for the government. The rebellion has failed to materialize. The controversial internal market law by British Prime Minister Boris Johnson has cleared another hurdle in the London Parliament. Johnson wants to use the law to partially nullify the current, laboriously negotiated Brexit deal with the EU. A majority of MPs approved a compromise between the Prime Minister and his critics in London on Tuesday, so that there was no longer a formal vote on their request. Several Conservative MPs who had previously spoken out against Johnson's plans also agreed to this. The head of government had previously taken a step towards the dissenters and had assured them a further vote in Parliament in the event that the measures provided for in the law for an emergency should actually be used, in essence, what the rebels had asked for. However, the compromise does not mean that there is now unity in the House of Commons. I cannot support this law, ex-Prime Minister Theresa May said in the House of Commons on Monday. The government is putting the integrity of the United Kingdom at risk without considering the consequences for the country's reputation in the world. The opposition railed against the government on Tuesday as legislative hooligans. Specifically, the law deals with special rules for the British Northern Ireland, which are intended to prevent a hard border with the EU state Ireland and, of course, new hostilities there. For the EU, Johnson's move is a breach of the law. Brussels therefore asked London to give in by the end of September. After the MPs in the House of Commons had already voted in favour of the law last week and the compromise has now been approved, the final decision is still pending. In the coming week, the law will turn another round in the House of Commons, then the House of Lords will debate it. If amendments come from there, it could even end up in the House of Commons again, a ping-pong that could take weeks. Critics fear that the planned law could be the fatal blow for the desired trade agreement between the EU and Great Britain, which is to regulate future economic relations. After the end of the Brexit transition phase, there is a risk of a hard Brexit with tariffs and high trade barriers without a contract. And the trade barriers that have nothing to do with tariffs will by far be much worse than the tariffs itself. And if you now want to know more about European politics, YouTube has chosen another of my videos right here for you on the end screen, right next to your chance to subscribe to my channel, which I hope you already did. And by the way, feel free to share my videos so many more people can watch them. I'll see you in my next video. Click and enjoy. Viel Spaß and spray ave a God.